Now, Elizabeth Warren, it's kind of perfect, though, in a way, because I just naturally, she came to mind when we start talking about, not being a true non-establishment candidate. Talking about populist issues, right? She does lip service to him, and she writes a lot of stuff down, but when the time comes, what is she really going to fight for? That's the question that matters to voters who've been here before, who've been around a while, who aren't being paid to come up with an idea or to champion for a certain candidate. I've seen Elizabeth Warren fold like a lawn chair under pressure so many times, it's become biblical at this point. You can almost set your watch to it. Here goes Elizabeth Warren. Check out this video of Elizabeth Warren being challenged while she's giving a speech just a couple of days ago, maybe yesterday, and she had to be saved. Unbelievable. So Elizabeth Warren was giving a speech here in Atlanta, Georgia. I think it's a women's event. And she stood there while she was being heckled until this.
I want to say something. No one is here to quiet you, least not this black woman, who know what it is when people have tried to put me in a corner and tell me to be silent. You are welcome here. The senator is here to talk about the contributions fighters like you have made to history. So in this moment, I want to just say something. So in this moment, there are many people that do not know this story because we have been rendered as a historical footnote in history. So I am going to appeal to you to not dishonor that history. We are grateful. We are grateful for your activism and your voice, and you are welcome here. And we would love to convene after this about the issue that you are here to stoke our consciousness about. But when these women have been ignored this long, this is their moment, and we are going to hear the story.
So the story had started in 1881.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, there we go right there, guys. Your friend Elizabeth Warren being rescued by her friend Ayanna Pressley out of Massachusetts. Gosh, man, this is not a good look. Look, don't get me wrong. I don't feel bad for Elizabeth Warren being booed or heckled or whatever that was. It happens. It's happened a lot to a lot of candidates. This is something almost regular. It's very normal to have to deal with adversity when you go give a speech. In this country, we had this thing called free speech. And people are allowed to shout and yell and be an activist. Okay, so it's not new. Happened to Bernie a lot, happens to Trump, happens to everyone, happens to all of us. Anyone in the public sphere can be heckled or whatever. If you're a public figure, this is what happens. If you're on the campaign trail, you kind of get used to it. You guys probably know that Ayanna Pressley was the only member of the squad to endorse Elizabeth Warren over Bernie Sanders.
Amo Bernie is what I like to call him, which Amo means uncle in Arabic. I think Amo Bernie, when he saw just not myself, but my other sisters in service being attacked by this president, this bully, for him, there was no hesitation. He jumped on board and said, what can I do to uplift you all? What can I do to support you all? The fact that he truly believes that women like us, women that this institution hasn't been ready for, that we feel supported. And from day one, he's always made us feel like that. I am endorsing Bernie Sanders because he's not going to sell us out. He understands that it's not just about policies and about words, but it's going to be also about completely transforming the structures in place.
So proud to endorse Senator Bernie Sanders for president. Senator Bernie Sanders is the only candidate that has built a movement and continues to build a movement that transcends gender, ethnicity, religion, and we know that in order to take on Trump, we're going to need a unifier, someone who understands what the fight looks like, and someone who is ready to defeat him.
This is not just about running for president. This is about creating a mass movement of working class people. The first time I ever heard about Bernie Sanders was when I was a waitress in a Greasy Spoon diner type of restaurant in downtown Manhattan. And I had been working 12-hour days. I didn't have health insurance. I was being paid less than a living wage. And I didn't think that I deserved any of those things. I thought that that's just how life was. The only reason that I thought running for office was even possible for me was because of his example.
American people deserve to be represented by elected officials who see them, who listen to them, and who fight for them. I have seen Elizabeth in small church basements and in packed gymnasiums, and she is consistent. She never loses sight of the people. You've all heard about the senator's plans, but here's the thing. The plans are about power. Who has it, who refuses to let it go, and who deserves more of it.
And Ayanna's there, making sure she takes care of her homegirl, Elizabeth Warren. You know, they're both out of Massachusetts. And I see some people be very critical of Ayanna Pressley online. There was one site that called her a mammy. You know, a black woman, it's a pejorative term for a black woman that cares for the children of white women, kisses the butt of white women or white. It's a racist. It's a degrading term given to black women who seem subservient to white women, and I don't agree with that. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair to call her that. So I don't think that's right to do. This was a website that specializes in that type of gratuitous nonsense. And I don't condone it. I don't support it. But I will say this though. I'm not going to call her a mammy or a derogatory term. Just like, you know, I wouldn't want somebody to refer to my wife or my sister or my cousins or my daughters or what have you, right? Or friends in that way. But I have a question for Ayanna Pressley, and I want her to think about it. And if somebody can help her get this video, that would be fantastic. Here's the question. Let me preface this by saying, amazing, sister. Look at you go, girl. You are a dynamically strong, gifted, talented, bold, real, charismatic woman. And your ability to step in, take control of the situation, and defend your friend is admirable. Yes, it's admirable and notable. My question is this. Would you do the same for you? Would she do the same for you? Now, you know in your heart of hearts if she would. On the outside looking in, I would say hell no. Hell no. But I'm not you. I'm from the outside looking in. I mean, I'm just going on based on my intuition, my street knowledge, my ability to be aware, self-aware, adding up, you know, everything that I've seen about Elizabeth Warren, taking it all in, letting it swish around in my brain. And then I come up with a deduction that is, she's cowardly, Johnson. But you know better than I do. And if you, for any reason, would flinch for just a second and hesitate from saying she would, then what you did is not good. Because you know in your heart of hearts, if you do know, if you would flinch for a second, if you would hesitate to say, yes, I know she would have my back, well, that would make you doing this for reasons that are not the most genuine. When you're loyal to someone who's not loyal to you, there's a word for that. It's called being stupid. Did you enjoy that content? I know you did. You got great taste, Johnson. What can I say? Become a member of the Tim Black Wolf Pack today right here on YouTube, or go to patreon.com, Tim's Take Live, and you'll get free stuff, special stuff, secret stuff. Do it today. Wolf Pack.